Hello, everyone. This is Nathan Imagination speaking, and you're probably wondering why I'm doing yet another stream on the same day. Just letting you know, this is not going to be a normal thing, so don't expect me to do two streams at once. Also, the stream is going to be less than an hour long due to me running out of space to do many streams at 1 month due to that's just how StreamYard is when you're a beginner. But anyways, you're probably asking why I am doing a Q&A stream. Well, the thing is, over almost 1.5 years ago, I did a Q&A stream. I mean, not a stream, a Q&A video, and I uploaded it last year's November because termination. However, during production of the first episode, I was so busy and I eventually forgot about the Q&A in a whole, and the series was canceled. So I've decided to do a stream of it because I think it would be easier to do that instead of making several videos at once. Just letting you know that Q&A that you saw, if you were an OG fan of this second channel, you probably you could probably tell that this was made like 2 years ago. I would say that due to the voice and due to the profile picture I had back then. So anyways, you can ask any questions as you want as long as they're family friendly, not too inappropriate or not too personal information I'm trying to say. I may take this stream as sorry guys, but this stream I am not letting any people allowed at the moment. I might change my mind, but I'm gonna try and see if I can make this a 30-minute stream, or this will just be like an exact 1 hour stream. But this is not going to be a 1 hour plus stream, because apparently I am doing too much of that. What would What if you had 10 million, I'm guessing Robux, would you get a Dominus? I mean, I'm not really a fan of Dominuses, if that's what they are called, but I'd probably get at least one to test it out on my avatar, so I guess so. Would you ever do model railroading? Probably not. You created Nathan Imagination since Nathan Animation got terminated, right? Yeah, that was so. Terminated back in the end of September. Had to make a new one. At first, it was really originally called Nathan Animation 2, but I thought the animation part was a bit weird because I didn't really do much animations back then. Like 20% or 15% of my videos was actually animations. 95% was about uh trains. 5% was everything else. So yeah. And then by Halloween, when I had Horror Nathan as my uh profile name, I decided to change it to Nathan Imagination, which I have right now. Do you like McDonald's hamburgers? I mean, the one for the Happy Meal? Not really. Hornby Thomas or Backman USA Thomas? Hornby Thomas. I was never really much of a fan of Bachman that much. How did you get terminated? Thanks for the thanks for being sorry for me, but back I think July or August, I was playing a Roblox game on my game Nathan Friends Remastered. Then apparently Rovar, who was apparently hacked somehow, I terminated him, but then a person by the name of Golden Theo got mad because of it and tried to terminate me, which in the end of September he did. And ever since then, everyone has been mad at him since, and I don't Not sure what has happened to him now. I haven't seen him since I think November. Do you think Thomas and the Magic Railroad needs more credit? Yes, especially after what we're getting right now. Yes, Train Boy '07 the first, who was originally called Rovar. Don't know why he changed his profile name though. Nathan, are you Nathan? Of course I'm Nathan. What on earth is... How can Nathan not be a Nathan? That doesn't make sense. I'm starting to see more people in the chat. If pie was pie, I don't know what that means. Do you like season 25? No, I don't. Why is your OC brown? Ever since I knew what an OC was, I thought of what engine and what color would I would um have him. Originally, it was supposed to be black with red stripes, but then I changed it to brown and black stripes, and then by the beginning of 2020, I changed it to black and red stripes because black stripes didn't really fit me, in my opinion. Eat snow or drink snow? Technically, snow's water, which you can drink, so I'll suggest drink snow. Thoughts on season 25 trailer? It sucks. And I wish that, but to be honest, I kind of wish that James was in it just so we can see what he would look like. Which is your favorite season 24 episode of Thomas? The Great Little Railway Show. If you were Thomas the Train Engine, what would you be named? Nene the Train Engine. Why not? No, Nene the Train. That sounds good. Think I already answered that. Thoughts on circus trains? Haven't heard of that, so until I have seen it, I don't have thoughts on it yet. What does season 25 remind you of? Well, Trend Boy not too long ago made a video about the original Disney like musical of Thomas back in the 1970s. To be honest, I think that's what Mattel was hitting for. Not so I'm guessing Mattel got season 25 based on the original pilots, not the Down the Mine one, the one earlier before that one. Not to mention that Mattel is still trying to make Thomas for a younger audience, which I disapprove of. Jesus Christ, so many questions. Was it really from Polar Express? Watched Polar Express before, but I don't remember them time traveling. Are you Christian? Yes, I'm Christian. Unless you mean the name, then no, I'm not Christian. The name. But I am Christian, the region. At least I think it's a region. I don't really know my facts or my history. Thoughts on Tonga's The Train Engine? It's kind of funny. Thoughts on the hit era? It's a weird roller coaster in my opinion. Here on the Rails and Blue Mountain Mystery were good, but Misty Island Rescue and Day of the Diesels were bad. But they're not as bad as what we got now but they're not as bad anymore due to what we're getting now. Do you like if you've watched Shining Time Station? The only time I've seen Shining Time Station was in Thomas and the Magic Railroad, but I have seen a few clips from it. But I think if there is an intro to that show, I think I've only seen the intro of that show, if that even is a show. But all I know is it's from America and it appeared in Thomas and the Magic Railroad. So for me, though, I do have a few. But for me, but I think it's pretty nice. I've seen a few clips from it, but I haven't watched the official show from it. Yeah, there, I guess you can say that. If season 25 went RWS style, would you like that? If they're going for older audience or all ages audience, if you can say it like that, then I would probably like it. Do you really like Thomas or are you a fake fan? I've liked Thomas since the age of 1, so for that's over a decade, so I'm pretty sure I'm a official fan of Thomas. Thoughts on season 6 for 7? Some of them were funny, some of them were okay, some of them were meh, in my opinion, and some of them I surprisingly haven't watched yet. Do you hate Nia and Rebecca? Actually, uh, that I mean, not really. I don't really hate Nia or Rebecca. Don't ask why though. The only thing I hate about them is that them replacing Edward and Henry. Season 8 was okay. 9 through 12, nope. Do you think 844 should have appeared in Thomas and Magic Railroad? No, I don't think so. Do you think that Sir Topham Hatt's rage with Thomas in the movie Solo Legend of the Lost Treasure is a decent moment or a savage moment? Unexpected moment, but I'd probably say decent as well. If you could reintroduce a character from the Railway series, who would it be? Either Stanley from the Mid-Soda Railway or Pip and Emma. Because I don't think they've ever shown a bullet train in the CGI series. If Pip and Emma are somewhat a bullet train, a bullet diesel, I should say. What's your favorite Thomas season? Either season 2, season 3, or season 5. I haven't made my mind clear yet. Do you like large scale narrow gauge agents' faces? They're okay. Do you like Big World, Big Adventures? The only thing I've liked was the songs, but besides that, meh. Thoughts on donuts? I love donuts. Never heard of Exploshi, so until I've actually seen the show or series, I don't have any thoughts of it or any favorite episodes. If you mean besides Thomas, I don't really have one since Thomas is technically the only thing I pretty much watch, but I do watch a few other things. Do you like Rosie's Carnival Special CGI testing? Cause I do. Meh, it's okay. I think the only thing I liked was the part with Stephanie, cause he hasn't appeared in like what 6 seasons since. I think the last time besides season 12 he either appeared in season 6 or season 7, and then 6 or 5 years. I mean, actually, yeah, 5 or 6 years later, he appeared in season 12, and then that's the last we've seen of him. But they have made some fan made CGI Stephanie models or pictures, which I pretty like. Favorite American visitor on the NWR? Porter. Second is Rosie, but that's mainly because she's female. Don't get me started with the female stuff, okay? Did you know there was a Thomas and the Sneaky Cheese CGI test? One was okay, but the other one was just like what Mattel does nowadays with the bouncing and stuff. That flatbed flying in the air was crazy. Jesus Christ, there's so many questions. Do you also think that Billy is the worst character? He's okay. He's kind of bad, but to me, he's kind of okay. I'm not. Most of the times when an engine's bad, I try to see any good things about them so they don't look bad in my eyes. I'm just gonna say that. If you own Thomas and Friends, what would you do with it? I'd probably bring back CGI for like 2 more seasons and then change the show to modern series for the rest of its life if I could. And bring back most of the rejected engines and Railway series characters. What is your favorite Thomas movie? The Adventure Begins. Some people say that Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure was the best movie, or most of their favorites, but I have to admit, The Adventure Begins was my favorite ever since I've watched it. Thomas X Lady or Thomas X Rosie? I've actually already answered that, and that's Thomas X Lady. I think I've seen Thomas X Rosie too much, especially in season 22. If you have seen Rosie is Red, you would know what I'm thinking about. Thoughts on Thomas and the Prairie Club? I've seen only one clip of it, which it's kind of weird to me, but I don't really have much thoughts on it. Once again, too many questions for me. Do you like planets? Yes, that's my favorite thing in science. Did you know that? Yes, I already answered that. Do you have pets? Used to 2 years ago, 2 years ago, back in October, had 2 cats. I have a picture of both, but I don't even know if I still have them though. Any thoughts of the bed? It's horrible. It's just horrible. The only thing that was good was that cranky model, which I don't even think it was cranky. It didn't even have a face. Who's your boy, Thomas or Percy? Percy. Sorry, Thomas, but Percy is here to shine. Which crash scene from underrated? Um, James in the breakdown train, because it's not really a crash, but at the same time, it kind of is. And considering the fact it's the quote unquote first crash we've seen in the show, yeah, it's extremely underrated. If you had to do it, how would you write and or change the reboot? I think I would just change the reboot completely. I'd change the stories and change the looks of the characters. I don't even know what you're talking about. Do you like Titanic? Seen a few. I've only seen believe it or not, I've only seen the flute fail of it, which is funny in my opinion. But the original song, I have kind of listened to it, and it's actually kind of nice. I've only listened to the songs of Titanic though, so until I've seen the actual movie, I don't have thoughts on it yet. Just season 25. The better one is horrible. It needs more. It's underrated and it needs to be overrated. Considering the fact it's the first Thomas movie and the only Thomas movie that Brit would make. Everything else, every other movie would be made either by Hit or by Mattel. Do you like Neville? He's okay. He's a good engine. The way he was written though in that episode of his debut episode, I think it's called, it was horrible. What happens if your OC was in the reboot? I would scream for the next 3 hours. If you could revive Henry or Toby, what would you do and how would you bring them closer to the RWS? To be honest, I don't really know the RWS that much, so I don't really know. But I would revive Edward Henry back in the main sheds and Toby back into his old railway. If I could ever bring it back, if I was the person in charge. Why would you want me to remake that scene? And it's not Rusty Red Scrap Rage Scrap Iron 2, it's Rusty Rage Scrap Iron Episode 2. Don't mistake for people to think that there's a completely different movie. TV series, don't really know the Railway series, and even though I was born with the CGI series, meh, it was okay. Do you think Cake and Flora from season 12 deserves a chance to be in all the CGI series? From what I've heard, Brenner was actually gonna bring in Hank, but Mattel thought there was too many male characters. If that was the case, Brenner should have brought in Flora as well. But yes, I think that they should have another chance in the CGI seasons. Solar Fallout, I've heard it since August, I think, or September, and it's nice. A bit creepy, but nice. If you see you reacted to Edward with Donald and Douglas's face, how would you react with James with Duck's face? Edward and with Donald and Douglas's face? I've seen Donald or Douglas with Edward's face. I don't think I've seen Edward with Donald or Douglas's face, but it would be funny because apparently Edward and other engines get mixed up with their faces. But James with Duck's face would be funny, depending on which face mask it is. When you found out about the Adventure Begins being about the classic show, what was your reaction? I was shocked. I wasn't really much of a season one or a Railway Series fan back then, as I think I was, what, like 7 or 8 years old at that time. So I didn't know much till the age of 10, and later when I eventually found out, I was surprised and happy, and that eventually became my favorite movie. Do you know me? Yes, you're Caleb. Do you think season 25 Carly is really that bad? Yes, she is. She turned into a train. Now, if there's lore behind this, I'm gonna go nuts. Why would Sir Topham Hatt change Carly from a crane to a train? Crane train. That's a funny name. Crane. Carly the Crane Train. That's funny. Around 2017, did you see that CGI Flora promo? Uh, probably. Probably not either. Depending on what you're talking about. I mean, I've seen one for 2018 or around 2018 and 2019, I think, but I don't think I've seen one for 2017 unless it's the same one. Then maybe so. What's your favorite Thomas fan film? I have a lot of favorite Thomas fan films, but don't think I have the most favorite, number one favorite. Well, sorry, Caleb. Favorite Blue Engine? Edward. Sorry, Charlie. No people allowed in the stream. If you could, would help Smudger? If you could, would you help Smudger and move him to the Scarlet Railway? Yes, I would. If Cranky was set to scrap, how would you react about it or feel for Cranky? Never really liked his personality in seasons 5 through 7, but by CGI, I think he was a bit better. So I think I'd feel bad about it. And since he's the first crane, not the first talking crane on Brendam, which, believe it or not, I originally thought it was Knapford Harbor that he was placed in season 5. Yes, basically, except Harvey is now changed to a female and now works at the scrapyard. Actually, now that I think about it, she's a female version of Reg. What would your reaction if Smudger would be in season 25? As lo- as happy I would be disappointed of the way he would look, cause this is more of a cartoony, quote unquote, type of thing with Thomas now, which I hope it only lasts for 2 seasons, as I've heard from a few videos. So Smudger being in season 25 or 26, if it ever comes out, I'd be happy but disappointed at the same time. Honest opinion on Soda Fallout: creepy but nice. I've made a few remakes about it. I think I made like 4 or 5. I'm on my fifth or sixth one right now, which is actually about to be a remake of the first one because wasn't really happy about the first two. How would you react to Lady in CGI? They did say, at least that's what I've heard, that Lady Thomas and the Magic Railroad was non-canon, but since Lady and Diesel 10 would be in what I think Calling All Engines, which I think would be the next movie for Thomas and Friends, it would be crazy. But yeah, Lady and CGI would be nice for me. Favorite season? I already answered this. It's either season 2, season 3, or season 5. Sorry, Ben, but no one's allowed to stream in this stream. If that even made sense. Favorite Thomas character? Toby. No personal questions. If you could help Smudger Stanley from stopping the mines from flooding, which caused the Minnesota Railway to close, would you help them stop the flood? Probably so. Oh yeah, I definitely would, because due to their clumsiness, quote unquote, the Minnesota Railway is lost forever. Good thing Duke, Stewart slash Peter Sam, and Falcon slash Sir Handel are now have remembered though. Favorite narrator? Don't really have one, but I'm just gonna have to go with George Carlin. I have a lot of DVDs with his narration and Alec Baldwin's. Surprisingly, don't have that much 8 through 12 DVDs. Seasons 8 through 12 DVDs, considering the fact I was born during production of The Great Discovery. Favorite food? Okay, this is a personal question that I would actually like to answer. Pizza and hot dogs. Okay, I'm just waiting for new questions to pop up. Edward, of course. Did you know Jerry, Unnamed Red Engine, Unnamed Dark Red Engine, Atlas, Alfred, Tim, Jim, and Albert are Audrey engines and had models of them made by Audrey himself? Um, actually, I never knew. But Albert, I'm pretty sure he's technically this. I think he's the same shape as Sir Handel. So I'd probably say that Albert would kind of would make sense, but everyone else I never knew. Sorry if I'm stuttering a lot. If a diesel from soda could save an engine from scrap, who would it be and why? Boko, because his friend Edward has saved Trevor. I'm pretty sure him, or even heck, even the twins would be able to save an engine from scrap. If you owned Thomas, what would you change? Almost everything. What's your favorite animal? Cheetah and tigers. They're both my favorite animals. Connor and Kenji both appeared in the same year, but both look kind of terrible. But Kenna looks worse, so I'll pick Kenji. Who would you prefer? Who would you prefer as your favorite character? I think that's what you're cheering to say. Edward. Have you said this is Roblox? No, I'm not answering this type. I'm not answering friend request questions. Favorite diesel engine? Boko. How would you react to Devious Diesel with Arianbert's face? Looked funny, but I don't think much people would really notice as they're both as all three of the same class. So Edward wearing James' face. Yes, I've shown it a lot. It's technically a meme on this channel. Which Thomas and Friends character deserves to come back to the show? Boko and Stephanie, which both are from the first, and both Audrey characters who've never appeared, but I think there's a few more. Do you wish Duke would have made more appearances in Thomas and Friends seasons? Yes, actually. I think if he's appeared in season 5, I don't think I don't I would like for him to be in Thomas seasons, but I don't think there would be much. I mean, they did originally have him in planned in I think seasons 13 to 16, but I think he had a weird personality, and people wouldn't really like his personality during that time due to hits at that time. What's your favorite meme? I have a lot of favorite memes, but I don't know which. I'm just gonna guess the shooting star. Favorite engine out of the Steam team. Uh, if Duck counts, then Duck. What's the worst OC you've ever saw? Thomas without no number. I'm not joking. There's an OC with Thomas with no number, and that's it. If you can visit Sodor, who would you want to meet? Thomas, Edward, and Toby. I have always wanted Discord, but no, I don't have Discord. Favorite Thomas special? If the Adventure Begins counts as a special, which I think it does, then yes, the Adventure Begins, which technically I've already answered. Smudger. There's a lot of mysterious things about him that I like about him. Which of these would you return? Boko, Bear, slash. Oh wait, no. Boko, Bear, Spam Cam, Class 40, Diesel 10, Splodge, and Fred. Um, if you even return to the CGI, Diesel 10 has already appeared, even though he was forgotten in either season 17 or season 18. I don't know why. But I would like to bring Boko and Bear in. Oh, and Splosh too, as they were originally going to be in a movie twice, in the Great Race and in Day of the Diesels. But in Days of the Diesels, I'm guessing Paxton and Sydney are the replacements, quote unquote. There were a lot of replacements from original rejected characters. I can't talk today. I don't know why. What if George was working with Diesel Ted from Thomas and the Magic Railroad? George does not appear in Thomas and the Magic Railroad, for him to appear in that movie, along with Cranky, since they're both season 5 characters, that would be nice. Did you know Diesel has Cranky's face once? No. If if he actually had Cranky's face once, tell me what season that was in, and I might get a good guess. Duck doesn't count. Well, I'll choose Edward. Oh, come on. I wish Duck counted. If it wasn't for Emily, then Duck would have been part of the Steam team for probably since calling all engines to now. Well, I wouldn't really say now. No personal information and no mods. What's the best OC you've seen? I actually don't know, but I'm guessing Richard, if from Carson's videos, if he actually is an OC. Actually, yes, since they're both the same class. At least, actually, I don't think they're exactly the same class. They're just almost look the same. Now, if Boko and Daisy can do a trick on Bill or Ben, that would be hilarious. Yeah, he's good at music. Favorite Trackmaster set? There's a lot of good ones. Some of them are okay, some of them are bad, in my opinion. And some of them are good, but I don't have a most favorite. If you were okay, I'm not sure if I would be able to save the Titanic, but if I could, I probably would. Which train would you want in Thomas and Friends? Duke. I mean, technically, we've seen Stephanie's CGI face. We just haven't seen his CGI model. How would you react if Mallard were I would think that Mallard would be a great engine to put in the Great Race with Flying Scotsman. If both were in there, I think the fans would go crazy over that. And if Mallard was in the race, in the Great Race, instead of Spencer, that would have been nice too. What was your react? Oh, and there was another question. Um, well, he's overrated to the fans, but he's underrated to the actual series. What was your reaction to Loco leaving YouTube, or have you watched him at all? I've watched him after termination, stopped watching him for some strange reason, and then realizing that he left YouTube has made me sad, and I never noticed until now. Favorite real life locomotive. I don't really know that much, but I'd have to go with Class 08s or E2s, as they're technically the only classes that I know, apparently. Do you have a favorite jock? And I think he's underrated, as long as Frank. Okay, Frank is not as underrated as Jock, but they're both underrated. Even in the Railway series, even in their first appearance, they were still underrated. Okay, let's find some more. But Splatter and Dodge was okay. Listen, we're not in mystery, but with Splatter and Dodge besides Paxton and Diesel, we no. I think it should be Splatter, Dodge, and Diesel 10. But at the same time, that wouldn't really make sense. Why would Diesel 10 be in a quarry out of all? Oh wait, actually, yeah. Why would Diesel 10 be in a quarry out of all places? For Splatter and Dodge, there should either be Splatter or Dodge, because we got Paxton, then we got Diesel. I think it would be better if it's Splatter or Dodge, or Splatter and Dodge, and Diesel. I don't really like calling it the Steam Team. Neither do I, Bucko, but it's the only thing we can think of. At least for Hit Entertainment, it's the only thing we can think of. Somebody say my name? Uh, okay, I'll say your name now. Tom the Using Tank Engine. I have said your name. Who do you think has the best CGI render in Thomas and Friends? Okay, not to be dumb here, but I do not know what a render is. Yes, you're smart. I think everyone's smart. Okay, let me go back down. Misty Island. A pit. Bending the Ink Machine, I've never been a real fan of. Earlier, when I first realized it, it was scary. FNAF somehow it wasn't scary to me, but I think it was just because I started knowing about it since 2019, with some merchandise that I've seen since 2016, but still. Opinions on them. Bending the Mixing Machine is okay. I don't really know much. FNAF, it's awesome. I really love it. What do you think of It's Horrible? Gordon X Henry especially. Thomas and Percy I'd kind of understand, since Percy sometimes sounds like a girl in some cases. Believe it or not, I used to think Percy was a girl. So Thomas and X Percy I'd kind of understand. Gordon X Horror and Henry is horrible. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, back. Sorry if I took anyone too long. Did you know Duke was meant to? Yeah, I do. I'm not exactly sure. What do you? It's horrible. I already asked that. Really, Thomas fan? Going next. Uh, I kind of. I mean, I've never been a fan of Caillou, so I'm okay with it being taken off. I apologize for anyone who's been waiting for about 10 minutes or so. So, let me see if I can find any comments, and we can go back to the video. Well, I think he only did this in season 18 and 17, but I kind of did. What's all these people saying, wake up? This isn't a dream, is it? No, it's not over. I know this is an actual question. I'm just gonna say this anyways. This is not over. I don't think so. If he barely appeared in seasons 22 to 24, I don't think he'll appear in season 25 at all. He used to have two pets. I don't think engines can kiss. Uh, I don't really know many simulator games, but I don't think I've heard of this one before. Yes, I've liked Tugs, even though I just started watching the show like 2 months ago. I don't really have Richard. I've already said this. Edward. My mom took them outside, and they've been lost forever. To this day, I still blame my mom for leaving my cats outside. There's a chance. Either Class 08 diesel or E2 class steam engine. There's no link. I'm sad. I remember watching a few videos of his that, to be honest, it gave me kind of nostalgia. So for him gone, it made me upset. She doesn't even drink alcoholic beverages, so no, she's not drunk. And we're not going to talk about. Okay, fine. We'll talk about a few inappropriate things here and there, but not too inappropriate. His firebox was on fire. Yeah, that one sentence that triggers everyone. Um, one of the Wilbert stories. Unless the book in general, then Wilbert the Forest Engine. I barely know much of the Lustiana, I think it's called. So, Titanic. Lol, more like lol minus the last L. You're under arrest for breaking the law. Season 2, season 3, or season 5. I haven't made up my mind yet. His firebox was on fire. My friends do, but I don't. I'm not a Pokemon fan. For those people who are a fan of Pokemon, don't rage me. Don't hate me. Worst Railway Series story? I don't have one. Yes, I'm impatient enough to do that. Besides, I have lots of other games while waiting for the update. Some engines I do ship for specific reasons. Some I don't because it seems weird, and besides, there's not that many female engines in the show, which may understand why Mattel even did that thing back in season 21 and 22 in the first place. I have already done one, but I'm not going to do one again. Yet. Well, sorry for not knowing my ships. Ship boats, not ship loves. We need Toby in season 25 because we need all of the engines we can get in this cartoon because our kids will understand that this is a Thomas show. If you didn't get the voice, it's a reference from one of Unlucky Tug's videos. She didn't lock my pets outside. She let them outside in the middle of the night, forgot about them, and when she remembered them, they got lost. We couldn't find them. The first one got lost of 2020's August. Wait, no. The first one was lost in 2019's August, and the second one was lost in 2019's November. I'm just glad I had the second one for over a year before it got lost, because my mom keeps forgetting things. I mean, I got milk tankers and a cow. Don't ask why I got a cow. Actually, Daisy would, because Dennis is probably even too lazy to even move. I don't think he would. Did you know RMS Titanic has two sister ships? I only know one, but I never knew the Olympic one. I never knew about the Olympic ship. I only know the Britannic one, if that's what it's called. Sorry if I misspelled that one too. Roblox. Believe it or not, I used to be afraid of Minecraft. Best fan series? Don't have one. But I'm just gonna have to go with Richard the New Engine. Mainly because it was made in trains. How many I don't know. I don't look at how many DVDs I have. But considering the fact I have a lot, mostly from CGI, apparently. I'm guessing around the 20s or 30s. Rubbish. To me, it sounds like rubbish plus rat. I mean, rabbit. If it was rat, it would be radish, which sounds like radish. Do you watch Mad? Yes, I have. Believe it or not, I accidentally called it Mad Boomer once, which I might get hated for saying that. Edward. Um, I don't have a favorite. I don't have a favorite episode, but I have a favorite movie. How many engines without a face switch did you find? I don't exactly know what you mean by that. Oh wait, if you're trying to say how many engines that have the wrong face masks, um, for so far I've only seen 5. Most of them are from the first 4 or 5 seasons. Yes, you could if you want to. Do you hate it when noobs say E free? I've never heard of E free before, but I think it would sound annoying. How many countries did you visit? I'm kind of a quote unquote traveler, but I've only been to I think 4, and I'm about to go to by the end of this year I probably will be at 7. That's right. What is at least I don't have one. What is your favorite Thomas movie? I already answered this. The Adventure Begins. Which Crash and Tugs was the best? I forgot which one. I forgot what the episode it was in, but the one where Big Mickey quote unquote died, and Tug and that other tugboat nearly died as well. Do you watch ET? Been to a theme park of it? Seen a few things of it, but I have never actually watched the official movie. Unless I have, it was just a very long time ago. Wait, I just saw one where. Do you know my? I don't know your girlfriend's name. You accidentally said dame, not name. So noobs without Roblox see Roblox item and try to get it for. Oh, I see now. I actually tried to get Robux for free once, but I didn't get hacked because I'd put the incorrect password. So and once I realized that it was actually a hacker, I stopped doing Roblox free games. Which season episode did the narrator set his firebox on fire? It's not a season episode. It's a movie. It's in Day of the Diesels, around the part where Thomas is and when the diesel works are on fire, or as the meme likes to say, where Thomas's firebox was on fire. What's your favorite Audrey character? Edward, aka Audrey's first character. If you talk about Christopher Audrey, I'd say Wilbert. He had had enough. So did his fire and driver. Favorite Tom? Oh my God, Thomas X Lady. Game Conductor '09. Not much. Actually, no, I never knew. But no, but I've seen Daco play it a lot of times. Did they ever film? Or did they stop production of the episodes before they got to the point? Yes, they did. Super Rescue. I'm not. I'm not even sure if they even tried to do an adaptation of Super Rescue. It would have been nice if they did, but I think it would be best be around season 4. I mean, not. I mean, I'm not sure. Someone said LFA Games thinks it's in season 2, but I think it's season 3. Gordon Goes Foraging was stopped during production due because of London. It would be making London would be too high for the budget to control. So they stopped making London and stopped with the episode and just continued on. Do you hate Elizabeth? No, I don't. Do you know Edward Gill? Yes, I do. I've been knowing him for almost a year now, actually. Did you know that in the deleted scene in the Tugs episode Ghost, OJ was originally going to receive Big Mickey's Ghost, which had a ghostly looking face, and with OG Bleaks, the face had vanished. I don't know anything about Tug's deleted scenes, but yeah, I don't know about it. So I don't know any Tug's deleted scenes. I only know Tom's deleted scenes. So sorry, but I don't know any of them. So no, I never knew that there was a deleted scene of that. Bill and Ben. Sorry, Donald and Douglas, but it's Bill and Ben this time. Fine, I'll say it. Nathan, I have 3 accounts. Nathan Crown 08, Nathan Crown 01, and Nathan Object Animaton. A pit. Oh my God, he's a nice guy. Besides the swearing, which I have to admit, sometimes I have to be careful because I don't know where his swearing is. And besides that one short that he did not too long ago. Queen Elizabeth, yes, that one video I made on Tekken Soda where I said Elizabeth is the queen of the world. Can you stop saying Henry is best? We already know. Did you know RMS called you one was called U 103, which I'm pretty sure is supposed to represent Union 103, but I may be wrong because I don't know my history that much. Bash Dash or Ferdinand? Yes. Do you hate Billy? No. I don't really. It's in between. I don't like Billy, but I don't hate Billy. Did you know about Alfred? Alfred? Yes, I do. And please don't say Alfred Train. That sounds weird. Why is everyone talking about Henry? Would you mind if... No, no one's allowed in the stream. Trust me, John William, I have no idea why it's starting to get cursed. Yes. Do you know on Thomas the Magic Railroad and James and Diesel 10 scenes, smelters, building, and... Oh, yes, I've seen it. It's someone actually said 2 curse words together. But the clip that I've seen is actually fake, but I'm pretty sure there's a real one. At least the audio sounds real, but the clip is actually fake. The audio is probably real. My question is, where did the audio come from? Do you like the episode? A jerk. Okay, I wouldn't say jerk. I think he was just jealous because of the attention. He was mainly jealous because he was less famous than an engine who had no dome. Yes, it's good, and but it's underrated. It needs to be overrated. We can try that, but for now, just keep that on hold. Who is your favorite Thomas? Oh my God, everyone, a lot of people ask this question. It's Edward. If I see another one, I'm just gonna skip it. I know Henry is a kind engine with a lot of respect, and he's been through suffering for the first 2 seasons. But please stop talking about Henry. I don't even know where the Henry thing even came from. The idea was fake, in my opinion. I don't think it was. How do you feel if Mallard replaced Spencer in here on the rails of the show? Would make sense, because from what I've heard from the Railway series, Mallard was a meanie. And I'm starting to think now that in Here on the Rails, that was not actually Spencer. That was actually Mallard, repainted to look like Spencer. Yes, I like Unlucky Tug and I like his video, especially the map one. To this day, I can still not stop watching it. Favorite episode of the Mill Era? I don't have one, but I have a favorite movie. Diesel D199, mainly because I'm mostly used to him. Can you... Oh my God. No. Hey, Molly, wanna see me speedrun? Do you know that the map in Sleeping Beauty is the... yes, I've seen that in the Lucky Tugs map video. Where it's actually the... that is actually the right railway up map. Upside down? Why can't I talk today? Flipped upside down. Peanut special? I haven't been a big fan of Peanuts. In the season 2 episode Percy said he was going to take some tunks, I can't talk, trucks to Thomas's Junction. But in one scene, Thomas is shutting trucks in the yard. Okay, what's your point? Yes, I hate Yo Mama jokes. You have model engines? Depending on what type of models you're talking about. What's your favorite and least favorite Thomas YouTube channel? I don't have a least favorite, but if I have to pick my most favorite, I don't know, there's a lot of good YouTubers out there. If Gordon was turned into a tank engine, how would you react, say, if Gordon was turned into a tank engine, how would you react? Same if James was painted blue, how would you react? Okay. If James was blue, I would tease about it. If Gordon was a tank engine, I would also tease about it. Because they look hilarious. Technically, we've already seen James painted blue because of that Edward cursed thing. Okay. For the blue James, I would just ignore it because it'd probably look weird from all the curse pictures. Edward curse pictures. For Gordon, it would be hilarious. No, I'd say Blue Mountain Mystery. Even if it is with the help of someone who would eventually become its own era. To this day, I'm still wondering with seasons 21 or season 22 onwards, what era that is. Because it's not a Brenner era. It's not the Brenner era because starting season 23 or 22, he wouldn't make any more stories. Why am I even talking about this? This live stream is less cursed than most. That's a good thing. Thank you for saying that. I'm taking that as a compliment. Thomas the Train! Or Tran. Or, Thomas the Tram. That's a thing now. Thomas is now Toby, but blue. Is it electric? Most cursed Kana. Or Carly. No, Carly. Carly is definitely the most cursed. Bachman Hornby. No, I don't have any Bachman Hornby ones. Thomas Cringe. What's the most rarest Thomas item you have? Mine is... I mean, I'm not even sure if there even is some rare items. I do have a few old Trackmaster stuff here and there, but not as much as new Trackmaster or motorized. But to be honest, I don't think I have any, rare items. Don't we all, buddy? What if Scarloey's pink? That would probably be his undercoat, like James's, but I don't think if Scarloey would be pink, would be pretty much... I don't think Scarloey being pink, a pink Scarloey would look nice. How would you react if every RWS character turned into the TV show? Would be nice. How dare you? Don't judge me. Reboot Audrey. I don't know what you mean. Okay, we're not going that far. No, I don't own one. No one cares. It's my fave. You asked the question, so... What do you prefer? Hero of the Rails. Big Adventures is mediocre. Moment in where that whistle went up, Thomas went screaming, and then that one part that was kind of funny, and it went back to dark. That went, he's after me. Yeah, that was funny, but everything else was scary to me, especially the one when Thomas backs up to the whistle. The whistle goes off, which to this day I still don't know how, and Thomas goes crazy out of the smelters and runs away like a baby. Or Sonic. Toby, no, I don't. Okay, that would probably be a thing for Easter, but in Halloween, but I don't really know much favorite. I mean, favorite or least favorite RWS and TV okay, the character been appeared in both RWS and TV series, or is it just favorite or least of both versions? Why is anime Thomas cursed as heck? Look like it can work, but the fandom chooses not to. In some cases, anime can be kind of cursed. And trust me, I've seen a few inappropriate anime stuff. What if in Hero of the Rails is just a sighting because he... Oh, wait. What if Hero of the Rails, Hero was in a sighting because he beat Mallard in a race, and Mallard got mad and had him disassembled and tried to scrap him, but he escaped and had in the sighting? That would be dark. But then that would realize that would make the fandom realize that Hero is being under attacked by streamlined engines. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of season 6 either. Why is anime... Oh wait, I already asked this. I already questioned this. I mean, some people like Diesel 10. That's just people's opinion. However, I have to admit, Childs would probably not like Diesel 10 because he's too scary, quote unquote. What am I saying, quote unquote? It's not quote unquote. Legend of Titanic sank in 2020, and the musicians play coffin. Oh my god. I don't even know how the coffin dance became a meme because it died so quickly. Same with Lego City. Like 3 months later, by May, it died. But to this day, I still remember it. Thomas the Tank Engine sucks because it is like Thomas the Tank Engine is supposed to be like some sort of MLG slash I don't even know what MLG stands for if that's even an acronym slash adult version of Thomas. I think, but I may be wrong. Do you know the last episode of Thomas? There are several. How would you react if Spencer did scrap Hero? The fandom would be creeped out, but I don't think Hit Entertainment would show something like that, even for especially for their first CGI film. If Thomas and the Magic Railroad didn't exist, what would season 6 have a season 5 feel? I mean, there are a few episodes from season 6 and 7 that have a season 5 feel, so I think it already would have a bigger season 5 feel. Jesus Christ, that scared me. I already asked this. It would look hilarious, depending of what face masks. I can't talk today. It would have. Shut up, PT wasn't in the movie. Okay, who are you even talking to? And PT Boomer was in the director's cut, which I claim as the original. The one that we have now is the official. In my opinion, there's a difference between Thomas and the Magic Railroad, the original, and Thomas and the Magic Railroad, the official. In other words, there's a big difference between original and official. What would you do if you read Thomas and Friends? Bring back season 9 for season. I mean, I already said this. I would bring back CGI for 2 seasons. Then I would go back to modern series or model series for the rest of Thomas's life. Oh, and I'd bring back all the characters I can possibly can, with Boko being first. Oh yeah, it. To be honest, I don't know how they were able to move Alicia Body's throat. They probably. I mean, I think this is during the time. This is in the early 2000s. I mean, we're still in the early 2000s, but still. In the first years of the 2000s, but after Thomas and the Magic Railroad, season 6 and season 7 of the classic series. I'm guessing they used some CGI stuff. I mean, they used animation back in that Buzz, I think it was called, in series 3, and then they did a few in season 6 and 7 onwards before the actual CGI series came. So yeah, to this day, I still don't know how they were able to move her throat because it's like wooden models. Deep Find out Thomas's games. I've watched people play that one Thomas game of Fanat, as I like to call it. Um, but no, I don't play Five Thomas games. Heck, even Five Nights at Smudgers I don't even play, and that's a really cool game, especially the fourth one. No, that's anime. My leg's good. The other word, it's inappropriate for kids, even though that's technically the whole point. Would it be weird if I thought Hero's hideout was in Henry's Forest? I mean, maybe there was a secret part of Henry's Forest that Hero stayed in. But since this is near what I'm guessing, no. I mean, it was near the main line, so I have to say it's somewhere around. Okay, I'm acting like I'm thinking of stuff from Unlucky Tug's map, but I'm guessing this is past Croven's Gate near Vickerstown. I mean, that depends where the Duke and Duchess Boxford House or whatever it's called was at. If we knew where that is, then that would mean we would know where Hero's Forest is. Mom hates Alec Baldwin, who played as a not that much of a main character. Wow, your mom does not really like. Your mom does not really know that much about Thomas and Friends, then, or side characters for that matter. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying anymore either. And my throat is starting to hurt. Have you? Nope. but I think this is an anime of some sort. You probably let me get. No. What are you talking about? Titanic hits iceberg and sinks Olympics hits iceberg and iceberg sinks Olympic is truly the unsinkable white star line ship. I don't know what you're saying, sir, but whatever it is, I agree with you. Black. This may sound racist, which it isn't, but I prefer black over blue, mainly because I'm used to them being black. Besides, we have way too many blue engines, at least. Not even just in the Steam team. There's like a lot of blue engines. Just literally, there's just too many blue engines. There we need a few engines to be in different liveries. So yeah, what if they brought back the model series? Everyone would like that, but I don't think that those museums that keep those models for hostage, as I would call it, even though it's not. Um, but yeah, it would be nice, but I don't think the museums who originally held this from season 12 onwards wouldn't. No, it's not boring. How would you react if the edges that were scrapped? How would you react if the engines that were scrapped, you saw them being scrapped on Thomas? What? That doesn't make sense, but I guess I'd be shocked and scared at the same time. Did you know that there was a banned episode in season 2 called Gordon Goes Foraging? Okay, I'm starting to think that this was a season 2 episode, even though I think this is supposed to be a season 3 episode. But I may be wrong. Let me ask a question before the comments become a battlefield. Why does the icon in the video make Thomas look like he got covered in poop? That's just the way my OC looks, okay? Don't judge my OC. What is your opinion on season 25? It's despicable, disgusting, disgraceful, disrespectful, disagreeable, and dishonorable. Yeah, it was funny. I would have considered Percy's reaction to it as well, because he was near it during the time. Did you Did you know that Derek was supposed to come back and have a take and play engine, but Derek got mixed up with another Derek, and this one guy said something. When I say it's the scrap question, I mean seeing them being scrapped, like seeing how the engines are scrapped, but in Thomas. Okay, I understand now. I would be scared and sad at the same time. And shocked too. Imagine Titanic was an engine. He would have Uden big boy Pacific wheels. I actually have Trackmaster Dirty Percy. I just don't know if I can show it to you guys, but I do have it. Yes, I actually do have Trackmaster Dirty Percy. For those people who know the meme, I dare you to spam Dirty Percy in the chat. Favorite drink? Sprite. If that even is one. That's a joke. It is a drink. Hey Molly, wanna see me spear run beatboxing? I don't think so. I mean, I think so. I think I used to host Thomas in there. But if someone sent Spencer away in disgrace for trying to, that would be understandable. In Thomas the Magic Railroad, what if Diesel 10 chased Lady after a chase a while back and Lady broke Pinchy? That's why he hit himself with Pinchy, hit the coal hopper and broke the shed, and Boomer joined because he built it. I don't know what you're trying to say, but I think you're trying to say, what if in the chase, Lady broke Diesel 10's Pinchy and Pinchy started going haywire? Would be funny, but would be weird at the same time. And what do you mean PDT Boomer joined in because he built it? No, I don't think push alongs are bad. As a matter of fact, I think they're better than taking plays and adventures. Adventures or Trackmaster, because I only have one Adventures, and that's Percy from the Superstation set. I left Thomas. Oh wait, let me go all the way bottom. How would you react if Thomas the Magic Robot had your OC and then replacing Lady or Thomas? I'd have it replacing Thomas, but it would be nice. Yep, people are starting to spam Dirty Percy in the chat. Favorite game on Roblox? If you're talking about Roblox, then I have a lot of favorites. I don't have I actually don't know which one's my favorite, but I'm guessing I'm gonna have to guess Take on Sodor. What is your opinion on everyone dying in Sodor Fallout? Not everyone died. Some a bit survived, but it's sad. And I wish most people survived because they needed more screen time. Not really. No, no, I don't think they should be scrapped. It's nice. It's awesome. Scary but nice. Yes, I do. Episode 30, the last episode, is supposed to be coming up next month, but I'm guessing it's supposed to be coming up in 2 weeks. Because next week will be the last of February, and then after that will be the beginning of March. Um, it's in Thomas and the Missing Christmas Tree from the last episode of season 2. Every Dirty Percy, which made Thomas very cross. And the Beyond Rolling River, aka the bridge and great. Since it's near the narrow gauge track, I'm guessing it's near the Old Iron Bridge, as that's a big valley. I would say I don't have the words for it at the moment, but I think it was okay, except that was the only time we would actually see it, so it was kind of pointless to show that. Did you realize only that Henry and Edward were the ones to survive, and I guess Thomas was alive? Thomas was half alive, half mutated. James also survived, but some people thought he got mutated. No, he survived. Now I would know that. Toby survived, I'd say 90%, but now he has a truck face, I think, on the back of him. Why? I don't understand. I don't think Lady would be nice being in the Great Railway Show. There's not that much. There's not a a spot for her in the movie that I think would be great for her. Mallard, I would understand, but Lady, no. Which is the creepiest death in Shed 17? Thomas or Gordon? Would you be at Dominic Rossi's? I don't know. I don't know. I won't. Neil looks worse in season 25. Yes, she does. BFDI. I know the show. Well, it was why. Yes, except I'm American, so if it wasn't shown in America, I wouldn't be here right now. One of the trains had a dictation about the Thomas book, but the monster under the shed. The Blue Engine's fate was explained. He plunged into the ravine below while running from the monster. Is this supposed to be Soto Fallout, Soto Dark Times, or something else? Cause I don't know anything about this. Oh right, no. What's your favorite season 24 crash? The one in that one episode in Emily where Percy, Rebecca, and James all got in an accident and got stuck on a railroad crossing. It's nice, and it's even more nice to actually reach 1,000 subscribers for the first time. But what? Do a face reveal. No, I already did it like several times. Just watch one of my first streams, and you'll be able to find it. How would you react if Miss Kindly had a physical appearance in the Great Race? That would be awesome. We've only heard her, but we haven't seen her in the CGI series. It would have been nice if they did show her, though. Yes, but that was a deleted scene because I think it was too inappropriate for kids. Not like this. The show was made for kids, anyways. Uh, no, he isn't. Which is the creep? Oh, I think I already got this. Do. Emily, yeah, Emily to the rescue. No, I don't. Do you hate Alfred? No. I don't. I there was a few episodes that counted him as a villain, and a few episodes that counted him as a villain, but he eventually turned into a hero. And then there was a few episodes that showed him as a 100% hero or nice guy. I like trains. Beow. Oh, okay. I don't even know who Corgis is. What if Lady wasn't there? The Diesels. Now that's a thing that I would understand for her to be in. Yes, that would be nice. Especially that she would have probably replaced her top hat, and eventually, everything. The ending would not be the same. Sir Top Hat would not even be in the movie, and Lady would just take care of Diesel 10 for good, which that should have been the last movie, but uh, I mean, it is the last movie we see Diesel 10. It's just not the last appearance of Diesel 10. That's what I'm trying to say. Do you know Geo likes Dame's content? I don't know who Geo is. Fuzzy the dog peeing on James? I don't remember him peeing on James. I don't even know who Fuzzy the dog is. They actually showed it in an actual film, and one of which was this deleted. What are you talking about? Oh, okay, no. Don't say it at the chat out loud. What's the end of the beginning? I actually just watched it 2 days ago. It's nice. And but however, I wish that Henry had more screen time. He only sneezes it 2 times and then is shown a few times with Gordon. Like for like so he's like what? In the entire video, he had like 2% of an appearance of the entire video. His appearance was like 2 or 3% of the entire video, I would say. Honestly, that is okay. Yeah. Do you? I think you're trying to say, do you have Tummy James? No, I don't have any Tommy items. Only Trackmaster, Take and Play, Push Along, Minis. Are you purple? No, I am brown. Unless you're colorblind. If you are colorblind, I apologize if I hurt you in some way. Henry sneezed in the I don't remember him sneezing. I don't remember him sneezing. Do you do you think the other mid sorter engines should have appeared? Yes, they should have. For the fact that we've only seen 4 mid sorter engines, that is weird because we need a lot more than just 4 engines appear in a freaking railway. People will think that 4 engines run an entire railway for how big it is. Yes, it's connect. Yes, we sometimes see Scarlo Reneas working there, but still. The one from Train Boy, not Fanboy. The one from Train Boy, yeah, I've seen that series. Oh yes, that was for season 24. Yes, it was funny. We didn't actually see his yellow water, but yes, we actually it was funny. Do you like Thomas running away in Wooden Railway Room? I think I've seen it before, so I'm gonna say yes. Favorite song of Thomas and Friends? Um, do I really have one? I mean, there's a lot of favorites. So no, have never heard a show called Drawn Together.